So it's time to tell you a little story about the vertebrae. So here we have the cervical vertebrae, and I like to call the cervical vertebrae, the average one, Miss Piggy. And I call her Miss Piggy because she has two big nostrils. This is your bifid spinous process. Here you have your vertebral foramen and your vertebral body. The lamina, you have the transverse process and the transverse foramen in the holes. Here you have the superior articular facets. Now, Miss Piggy had two children. She had C1 and C2. C1 is called Atlas. She is a girl because girls is where it's at. Whoop, whoop. C2 is called Dins. They call him Big D because he has a dens. So for the girl, she kind of took after, her father, so she does not have a bifid spinous process, but she has superior articular facets, transverse foramen, vertebral foramen. Over here for Big D, he has the dens. Like his mother, he has the bifid spinous process, superior articular facets, and you can see on the side the transverse foramen and a vertebral foramen, and underneath is where you'll find his vertebral body. Now that is for cervical. If we move over to thoracic vertebrae, this is who I like to call Demi Lovato the giraffe. And it's because, well, one, it looks like a giraffe. Why Demi Lovato? Because thoracic vertebrae have a heart-shaped vertebral body, and she always throws up the hearts to her fans. She also travels from coast to coast, and the thoracic vertebrae has a costal facet on each side. So costal facet, costal facet. The two little horns that would be on the giraffe, these are your superior articular facets. Here you have your lamina. This would be your pedicle, vertebral foramen, and if you look behind the cheeks, you can see the inferior articular facets. The two ears are the transverse processes. And then moving to the lumbar vertebrae, I like to call him Mr. Moose because he is huge and mooses, they're big. So the horns we have are the superior articular facets. We have a regular spinous process, the lamina for the cheeks. We have the vertebral body, vertebral foramen, which is always shaped like a triangle. We have the transverse process on either side, and underneath you also have the inferior articular facets. So all of these make up your vertebrae in your body.